Welcome, foolish mortals, to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. I am your host, Count Simon Gauntly, and each episode I'll be leading you on a journey through the history of film. Specifically, we'll be exploring that eldritch abyss known as the public domain. These are films forgotten by time or abandoned by their creators. The strange, the horrifying, the poorly and cheaply produced. All of these are the purviews of the public domain. So what are we waiting for? Come, join me in my crypt. It's bigger on the inside. Come, join me.
There lived a man so long ago, Count Gauntly was his name. His horror-host abilities had brought him wide acclaim. The people flocked from miles around each Gauntly movie night, not knowing that the films he showed infringed on copyright. Upon discovering this fact and learning it was true, an angry mob of lawyers formed with pitchforks, torches too. They tracked the Count and sought to stop his movie hosting ways, and torches blazing put an end to Gauntly's earthly days. But our man was too resilient to let death be the last word. He stirred, sat up upon his slab and vowed he must be heard. So he stocked his tomb with gadgets from the local studio, intent on showing movies on an awesome TV show. But he had to find a legal way, so Gauntly racked his brain. 'Twas then he learned of something called the public domain. Now here he is, the time has come, his dreams are coming true. Count Gauntly's here to share a film in hopes that you won't sue.
Hello, and welcome once again to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. To boost our ratings, this evening we've got a special show for you. We're channeling the recent success of smash mega hit. Well, I can't say it by name. Let's just say that we're offering the best imitation that we can. It's a big hit, just came back to network television, and so we're doing our own version here in the Crypt, and it's called A Bachelor. While all of the denizens down here in the Crypt are technically available, we're offering up our most handsome, the studliest stiff in the Crypt. Here we've got our very own Ogrot. Come in, Ogrot. Yes, take a look at that chiseled visage there. Just look at that. What do you have to say, Ogrot?
What you need me sweep?
Well, you're not gonna be sweeping tonight, buddy. You're gonna be our bachelor, a bachelor. You're the star tonight.
Bachelor?
Yes.
Like food we cook?
We will be cooking some food later on.
You cooking Ogrot?
You're not gonna get cooked. You will have your pick of several lovely ladies. They're here for you.
Oh, we cook ladies.
Maybe. We'll see how the date goes. All right. And so we've got Ogrot here, but if you're gonna be dating lovely ladies, you gotta look nice, right? You gotta dress to the nines.
Ogrot look nice.
You do, but maybe, straighten up your tie, maybe you gotta button your shirt or something. You shine your shoes. Really, it's all tips on how to be well-groomed. And so, just for you, to look nice for our premiere episode of A Bachelor, we're going to show you the Coronet instructional film, How to Be Well-Groomed.
Joe called. He said he'd be a little late. Say, do you look smooth?
Why, thank you, sir. You look mighty elegant yourself, if I may say so.
Yes, indeed. Both Don and Sue look like the kind of people you'd like to know, don't they? Of course, right now they're dressed for their Friday dates. But don't you have the feeling that they're always well-groomed?
Yes, and that's no accident. For Don and Sue, the question, how do I look, depends on good grooming habits. Health, posture, cleanliness, and neatness, plus a daily routine of little finishing touches. Take last night, for example. On weeknights when there are no dates, plenty of time to do little things that make for a well-groomed appearance.
Hey, sis, haven't you finished with that iron yet?
You can have it just a minute. Haven't you got anything else to do? Don, what are you doing in my sewing box?
Well, there's a loose button here.
Oh, all right, I'll fix it for you. That is, if you polish my shoes.
Well, I guess it's a deal. I have to polish my own. I might as well.
Aw, thanks.
Clothes pressed and mended, shoes polished. These are a few of the habits with which Don and Sue keep neat. And neatness is one of the fundamentals of grooming. So here's part of your big question, how do I look? Are my clothes neat and clean? Whether you do your own or achieve it by cooperative efforts, keep your clothes looking neat and clean.
And cleanliness and neatness apply to you as well as to your clothes. So after a cleansing, relaxing bath, that's a good daily habit, Sue has a regular routine. And planned time, too, for the finishing touches, doing your nails, brushing your hair, and so on. Sue avoids red nail polish since it would call attention to her stubby hands. A clear polish keeps her nails sparkling. Once a week, Sue gives herself a complete manicure. Then daily care of her nails is easy. In the same way, regular shampoos and daily brushing keep her hair clean and glossy. And these finishing touches that add so much to Sue's cleanliness and neatness all fit into a simple schedule of daily activities. And now for at least 8 hours of sleep. Good health is the rule, for health is one of the foundations of your appearance.
Leave some hot water for me. And hurry, I'll have to shave.
All right, Don.
What to wear? The weather has something to do with your choice of clothes. But Don also thinks of other things. Most of his clothes are clean and pressed, so he's not as limited in selection. How about these slacks and this shirt? What do you think? How will Don look in this combination?
Let's hope he'll pay a little attention to patterns and colors.
How about this combination?
That's better. Now a tie to go with the outfit and Don's all set.
Don is putting one more finishing touch to his appearance. A well-matched outfit of clothes. How will he look?
Good enough in that outfit.
And now another little habit of cleanliness and neatness. Dirt under your fingernails must be cleaned every day, and it's better in private.
All right, Don, you're next.
Now for a cleansing morning shower.
Meanwhile, Sue gives thought to the day. What will she wear? That depends on her activities, of course. For school, choose comfortable, not too dressy clothes. Perhaps a skirt and a blouse to go with it. But what about these two blouses? Which is more appropriate for school? Which goes with the skirt?
Fellows like to see girls dress up, but in general only for a special occasion.
Yes, choose clothes that are suitable to your needs and situation. But remember that any clothes look better with good posture. Now that her clothes are selected, Sue is ready to fix her hair. What to do with those curls she so carefully put in last night? It doesn't matter just what hairstyle you use, as long as it looks right on you. Upswept? Loosely over the shoulders. Just be sure your hairdo suits you and that your hair is neatly in place.
And here's something else for your appearance. Eat a hearty, balanced breakfast. There's nothing like wholesome food to help keep you in good health.
And that means a clearer complexion, shining eyes, glossy hair.
In short, that means a better appearance. Don's all set to look right at school, isn't he?
Mother, too, keeps a good appearance, even around the house, for that keeps up her spirits.
And Father dresses according to his work, relying on cleanliness and neatness as the foundations of his appearance. So, for each individual, the finishing touches of appearance may be his or hers alone, suited to individual needs, actions, ideas.
After breakfast, Sue goes back to her room for some finishing touches. Her makeup. Her powder is one that blends with her natural coloring. She pats it on lightly, then carefully smooths it over her face.
And be careful when it comes to lipstick.
Yes. Choose a shade that goes with your own coloring and sets off your clothes to advantage. Then, easy does it. Now smooth out gently and wipe off any excess to leave only a smooth film of color, following the lines of your own lips. And finally, a last-minute once-over in the mirror. Make sure your hemline is even. Don't let your slip show.
Come on, we'll be late. Oh, boy, at the mirror again.
Well, the mirror could help you check your clothes, too, and improve your posture.
Oh, trouser cuff. Thanks. And I could straighten up, couldn't I? Well, let's hurry, or we'll be late.
Cultivate such habits as cleanliness and neatness, so you'll be well groomed.
For all through the day, others are looking at you. Your mirror tells you what others see. How do you look? How does Sue look?
How does Don look?
Health, posture, cleanliness, neatness. These grooming habits form the basis of a good appearance and a well-planned outfit of clothes, well cared for hands and nails, light touches of makeup, a becoming hairdo.
Oh, Sue, where are you?
In my room, Don.
Joe called. He said he'd be a little late. Say, do you look smooth?
Well, thank you, sir. You look mighty elegant yourself.
Uh-oh, this is where we came in.
And this is where Don and Sue go out for a pleasant evening. Their good grooming habits help them in friendships and in business. For your success depends a great deal on how you look.
And welcome back. You can't see it right now, but Ogrot has taken the tips learned in that last video. He's all well-groomed. Right now, you'll get the full effect when he turns around in our next scene. But first off, you can't have a contest like a Bachelor without some bachelorettes. So let's put a big hand together for our lovely ladies this evening as they make their way in. First off, we have Amelie. Oh,
hey.
Welcome to the show.
It's great to be here.
What do you most want to get out of your experience here with A Bachelor?
I'm really hoping this is the night I find true love.
Yes, because the grand prize for this contest, they'll be headed off for a life of eternal wedded bliss with our favorite sloppy Crypt butler there. Just an eternity of happiness in Subterranea here. We're glad to have you here.
That would be living the dream.
Let's have our second bachelorette here. It is Emily. Put your hands together once again. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
And I'd like to know, what is your favorite feature of our Bachelor Ogrot here?
Well, he's pretty good looking. And I think it's really cool that he lives in a crypt. I've never dated a guy who lived in a crypt. I've dated guys who lived out of their cars and, in shacks, but never a crypt. So that's really new. I'm really excited about that.
Well, we're glad to have you here in the crypt. The male to female ratio has been a little lopsided, so we're very glad to have you here. And we got any more? Any more contestants? I'm not really seeing any. Oh wow! Oh, da-dum, da-dum. Our third contestant here. We've got. Let's see. Brunhilde, our third contestant here, and let's see. What do you hope to get out of your time here in the crypt? Oh, wow. I wish you all of that and more, Broomhilda. And so, you'll see we've got three lovely contestants this evening. It's certain to be a fierce competition, right?
I mean, I'm in it to win it. Just saying.
Yes, it's going to be intense. So, for the winner to triumph, they're going to need to know what it takes to be popular. Ogrot, let's get your opinion here. I'd like you to chime in on contestant one, Amelie.
Ogrot not too much into true love, but Ogrot need woman skinny he can squeeze like favorite broom.
Okay. And contestant two, Emily. She was the one who appreciated your chiseled good looks.
Yes, she know a good man. Good man live in car. Ogrot tried for a few years, not especially for him.
The crypt is better?
The crypt is a step up.
Okay. And our final contestant, Broomhilde.
Broomhilde sound like woman Ogrot want to have for breakfast.
Okay, so it's going to be a fierce competition. Obviously, everyone here seems in it to win it, and so they're going to need to know what it takes to be popular if they wish to win. And so we have our second film for you here this evening, which is entitled, aptly enough, Are You Popular? Who knows?
Popularity. What is it made of? How does a person get to be popular with lots of people and have a few close friends, too? Let's watch and see what makes people like one person and not another.
Hey, Jerry, there's that new girl in our math class. Oh, yes. Her name's Carolyn Ames.
She's a swell kid.
Why? Do you know her?
Not very well. I wish I did. I don't know what it is, but there's something about her you like.
Well, she always looks nice to start with.
Yeah, especially when you compare her with some of the weird characters in this place.
Yoo-hoo!
Ginny thinks that she has the key to popularity, parking in cars with the boys at night. When Jerry brags about taking Ginny out, he learns that she dates all the boys, and he feels less important. What about Ginny? Does that make her really popular? Do the boys and girls like her? Is she welcome to join this group?
Hi, Betty. Ellie. You can rest your tray here, Ginny, for a minute.
Thanks. Say, Wally, how's the play coming along?
Oh, okay, Jenny.
Here, Jenny.
No,
Thanks,
girls
Jerry.
who park in cars are not really popular. Not even with the boys they park with. Not when they meet at school or elsewhere.
Nothing like being Miss Popularity.
Yeah.
Meow, meow.
Okay, Ellie. Now there's the girl that'd really get my vote.
Let's ask her over, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
Why not?
Now, why do they invite Carolyn to join their group when Ginny wasn't welcome? Is it because they like the way she looks and dresses? Because she seems as interested in girls as in boys? Because they've heard no scandal about her?
I guess you know everybody, don't you, Carolyn?
Hi.
Well, I've seen you around. Betty Richards, Carolyn Ames. Betty's the lead in our class play. Oh, yes. I looked in on it so yesterday. We're all in on it in one way or another. I'm on the costume committee.
And Jerry and I are stagehands.
Two among a dozen or so.
How about you, Wally? Where do you fit in all this?
Oh, I'm a one-man team that does a job with no glory attached. I gather the props together, and boy, what a headache.
You sound like you need a helper. Could I lend a hand?
Would you? I mean, would you really?
Sure, I'd like it. I don't know anything about props, but I could learn.
Well, I need some help, too, Carolyn.
Hey, lay off. I saw her first. Say, we ought to get together and talk over those props a little. Could you meet me backstage at 3:15?
Oh, that'd be fine, Wally. See you at rehearsal.
I think maybe I'll take Carolyn to the dance Saturday night.
Well, better go ahead and ask her if we could work out a double date.
Saturday's soon enough.
Hello. Oh, hello, Wally.
I was wondering if you'd like to go to the Strand to see a movie Saturday night, and then go over to Teen Town, maybe.
Well, yes,
Or if you'd rather go with the gang on a skating party and weenie roast. We'd have to leave earlier for that, though. But we get home at a decent time.
Oh, the skating sounds like loads of fun.
Wally has used a lot of common sense in putting the invitation this way. It shows he has thought about what Carolyn might like, and he has implied his price range, so she will have some idea of what he can afford when she makes her choice. Carolyn likes it better this way, too. It's doing the girl no favor to leave it entirely up to her. It puts her on a spot.
All right, Wally. On Saturday at 5 then. Bye.
Well, that phone call didn't go on for hours. A pretty sensible attitude toward telephone conversations. Carolyn keeps a date calendar. Not a bad idea. She'll never have the embarrassment of forgetting a date or of being ready an hour too late. That's a good note to write yourself any night, but especially when you're getting ready for a date.
There. You too can do a manicure, Ellie. I might even know what to wear it with tonight if I only knew if Bill's dug up transportation to the dance. You sure he knew to phone you here at my house? I told him 3 times. I'll have to be getting home to dinner pretty soon. Take my advice. Think twice before you start going steady. Don't you ever go out with anyone else at all? Nope. Well, don't you ever want to? On nights like this, I do. I never know what he's planned. He just says, "Will you decide, Ellie?" I should think you'd run out of ideas. Well, I'm getting to that point. Hello? Oh, hello, Jerry. Oh, the props are coming along all right.
That's good. Hey, Carolyn, how about a date?
Well, I don't know, Jerry. When did you have in mind?
Well, what are you doing tonight?
I'm awfully sorry, but I have a date for tonight, Jerry. Tomorrow? No, I'm sorry. Well, call me early next week, Jerry.
Okay, Carolyn. Thanks a lot just the same. Goodbye.
Can you imagine that, Ellie? He wanted a date for tonight.
Sounds like you're asking her so late went over like a lead balloon, Mother.
Maybe so. Well, let's see what else we can do about tonight.
No, it isn't too promising for Jerry. But after all, it's no compliment to any girl to call her so late she thinks she's a very last resort. And sometimes a girl likes a chance to get ready for a date.
Hello, Wally. Come on in.
Hello yourself. Gee, look at you all ready and right on time, too. That's a good deal.
Thanks. Mother, are you busy? I'd like you to meet my father. Dad, this is Wally Johnson.
Well, hello, Wally. How do you do, Mr. Ames?
Here I am, darling. And I suppose this is Wally.
That's right, Mrs. Ames. How do you do?
Well, it's nice meeting you.
Oh, excuse me a second. I forgot my scarf. I'll be right back.
Don't let me interrupt your eating, Mr. Ames.
Well, thanks, Wally. I was just looking into the world of events before we go to dinner.
I tricked him into taking me out tonight. I understand you're having a little trouble with the props or the play.
Oh, not too many now. Much as I hate to admit it, though, Carolyn has hunted down a lot of things that we couldn't find anyplace.
Here I am, all set. Oh, Carolyn, I made some brownies today. Maybe you and Wally would like some when you get back.
There's some milk in the icebox, too, isn't there? How does that sound?
Gee, that sounds good. We'll take you up on it, Mrs. Ames. Thanks.
Carolyn and her mother have found one way a girl can repay a boy for entertaining her. A bite to eat at her house will save him money. Perhaps they'll bring another couple home with them. That would be fun.
Folks know when we'll be home?
We'll be home before 11, Mother.
Wally and Carolyn are saved the embarrassment of the argument about coming in at night. That was settled before Wally arrived. The hour was decided after considering such things as where Carolyn and Wally are going on their date, whether tomorrow is a school day, and how many dates she has had recently.
Do you have your key, dear?
The family knows Carolyn will stick to her word.
All right. Have fun, you two.
I'll take good care of her, Mrs. Ames. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wally felt at ease with Carolyn's parents and will be eager to return to her home. They liked him, too. He is proud to be with Carolyn because she looks well, is friendly with everyone, and is considerate of their feelings. She likes him for these same reasons, and also because he is fun to be with. Home, parents, and personality all help boys and girls to be popular.
So, are you popular? I'm not entirely sure whether I am, but perhaps if I apply the tips learned in that last film, I may soon be. One man who is certainly popular this evening is Ogrot, our Bachelor. And we've moved on to the next section of our program, which is the one-on-one dates with all three of our lovely bachelorettes. So, first off, without further ado, let's have Amelie back on the stage. Our first date will take you to a lovely island setting. What do you think of that?
Oh, I love the islands. You're just there, a little thing in the middle of nowhere, and there's just peacefulness all around you, and there's sunshine and trees. I'm so excited.
Totally. And so, come up here and take your seat. Cue the island background. Bring up the island. Glorious leader, come on, make it islands now. Oh, yes, the authenticity is mind-blowing. So, make magic. Have chemistry. Go.
Well,
Cheers to
sorry.
this island place.
I do like islands.
So, what is your favorite cannibal island movie?
Well, I'd say the one with all the pirates in them. The one where they're chasing after this.
Yes, Cannibal
the octopus
Holocaust.
guy, and
Yes. Ogrot classic. Classic. Ogrot, like raw turtle, is delicacy. Very much delicacy.
Interesting.
Do you like raw turtle?
I'm partial to squid myself.
Squid not bad choice. Squid too many digits for Ogrot. Ogrot
those
only
are the
like
best
7
part.
digits, not 8.
Okay.
8 far too many.
So if we split a squid and I ate 1 digit and you had the other 7, that would be perfect, right?
Es Ogrot
All
language
right.
there. Es Ogrot
All
language.
right, very nice.
Do you like to eat sand?
I can't say I like the feeling of it going down. Styrofoam is all right, though.
Gritty sand. Gritty sand is delicacy. It's more delicacy than turtle or squid, Ogrot think. It's so
Delicacy.
plentiful. So much sand.
Yeah.
So much for Ogrot. Only for Ogrot. Cannot have Ogrot sand.
Okay. Ogrot is welcome to have all the sand he pleases.
Okay, first date over. Wonderful. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, okay. So, second date is going to be a ski chalet. Ski chalet background. Cue the ski chalet background. Glorious leader. Okay, you're done. Come this way. Hopefully it was lovely. And Emily. Come along. So, your date will take place in a rustic ski lodge high in the mountains. What do you think of that?
That's awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, wonderful. So you'll take your place as the glorious leader. As the glorious leader transforms this venue into our rustic mountain ski lodge. Wonderful. Make some romantic magic happen, you chiseled bachelor, you.
Ogrot hates snow, but Ogrot like rust.
Rust.
Rust Lodge.
Rust lodge.
Rusty Lodge. Do you like rust?
Rust is okay. Depends on what it's rusting. Is it something I want, or is it something I want to get rid of?
It's rusting a human body.
Okay. Is that rust, or is that decomposing?
It's rust.
It's rust.
There is iron in blood, therefore there is rust.
There we go.
Do you like rust on dead body?
Sure. Yeah.
Have you ever had rust on dead body?
No. Have you?
Must have rust. Oh, Ogrot love rust on dead body.
I mean,
You've seen our crypt. Count Gauntly, he create rust on dead body.
That's what he does.
It's Gauntly's best thing.
So why don't you like snow?
Snow is cold. Snow kill Ogrot. Grandfather. Snow is evil. Pure, unadulterated evil.
Okay.
Do you like snow?
Not too much. It is pretty cold.
It is pretty cold.
It didn't kill any of my family members, but it's too cold. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Second date over. Okay. Hope it was wonderful. Hope you made some wonderful memories. Okay. You'll just go out this way. Glorious leader, bring up the Paris. Make it Paris. And Broomhilda, what do you think of France? It's said to be the nation of love. Fascinating. Enjoy your third date here in Paris. Have we got that Paris background? Get Paris background. Okay, great. And so, once again, make magic.
Brunhilde. You look very familiar. Have we met? You don't know if we've met? Do you speak English? Do you speak Spanish? Hablas español? ¿Por qué? ¿Cómo estás? Quiero ir a la playa. Tengo que ir a la playa?
Scintillating stuff. Okay, third date over. Now comes the judging round. What did you think? What did you think, Ogrot? It's almost time for the first elimination. Now, for those watching at home, elimination means that our bachelor here will be awarding roses to the maidens who most curried his favor in the one-on-one date round. So, the recipient who does not receive one of these 2 roses here will be going home and will not continue on with the contest. So, let's see how things play out. What do you think, Ogrot?
Ogrot no like to choose, but if Ogrot must, Ogrot will.
Well said. Well said. Ogrot will. So, let's have our bachelorettes come on back, one by one. First, we've got Amelie, who had the luau date. And we've got Emily, who had the rustic ski lodge date. And then, finally, we have the lovely Broomhilda, who had the Parisian cafe date. Okay, make your selections, Ogrot. Announce the contestants who will be going on to the next round.
Well, none of the girls have too much meat on the bones, but Ogrot likes sand. Ogrot not so sure about rust. Ogrot likes Spain.
So, it would appear that Broomhilda has received a rose. And Amelie has received a rose.
This is the greatest day of my life.
But, unfortunately, it seems that Emily, the fan of snow, which Ogrot does not like, and the detractor of rust upon dead bodies, which Ogrot really likes, I'm afraid you are done. You will be going home. How was your experience here in your time on A Bachelor?
Well, it was great to meet Ogrot. Honestly, it was for the best. We didn't have a lot in common. I don't know much about rust on dead bodies, and I do know a lot about snow. So, I wish the best of luck to the other 2 contestants.
Oh, that's the perfect spirit. But you do have to leave now, so goodbye. Exciting stuff. That was our first round of elimination. We've got 1 to go before we find out our grand winner who gets to spend the life of wedded bliss with Ogrot. And the final challenge will require our contestants to have good table manners.
I hope you got something good to eat tonight. Hi, Mom. The coach really gave us a workout. Oh, boy, ham! I'm so hungry I could eat a neutral and see what he gave us to do.
Chuck.
Huh?
Could you serve yourself in a less athletic manner?
Oh. Is this better?
Jack. At least you could manage to be on time. After your mother goes to all the trouble to prepare a fine meal, it's only common courtesy, Chuck.
I know, but I couldn't help it. I was late home from school.
Never mind. He did wash up and brush his hair. By the way, Chuck, I saw Barbara's mother downtown. That's quite a supper party she's planning.
Is it this Friday?
I'm not going.
Why not?
Do I have to have a reason?
But all your friends will be there.
Carl, I'm not...
Chuck! Don't talk with your mouth full.
Good night, Chuck. Good night. Have a good time.
Thank you, Chuck.
Night,
Good night.
Oh, who wants to go to a supper party?
You do, Chuck.
Huh? Who are you?
We're looking into the future, Chuck. I am the young man you are going to be in a few short years.
Well, if you say so.
And take it from me, when we're my age, we won't be turning down invitations.
Maybe not.
Tell me, why aren't you going?
I don't know.
I do. You're worried about not doing the right thing. Your table manners.
Now you're talking like Mom and Dad.
Look, you may not care much about table manners now, but when you grow up to be me, then you'll care.
But why? Why does it matter?
For several reasons. Look, maybe I can show you. Let's imagine the family at dinner with nobody minding his manners. Not very pretty, is it? Each person busy feeding his face, showing no consideration for the others. People become irritated, angry. No one can enjoy a meal like this. No. Mealtime is a time for pleasure and relaxation. It's the best opportunity the family has to talk together, exchange bits of news, make plans. When everybody eats properly, the meal goes better, and everybody has more fun. What's more, when we relax and enjoy ourselves, we digest our food better. And ask your doctor if that isn't important to your health. But there's more.
What's that?
How long now before you'll be going out to make your own way in the world?
Not very long, I guess.
And whatever you do, wherever you go, you'll want to put your best foot forward. Here, let's try another trick. Let's change that to a table in a restaurant. You're taking a girl out to dinner. To make a good impression, you must know what to do. Who seats the girl? When you sit? How to order your meal? Of course, the girl wants to know these things too, in order to show herself at her best. Then you must know how to eat your meal. And the only way to have good table manners when you want them is to practice them regularly at home. Get in the habit of eating properly, so it just comes naturally. Or take another case. Say you're having lunch with your boss. Say he's thinking about somebody to fill a good position that's opening up. Well, put yourself in the boss's place. Would you give the job to a fellow like this? Or to a fellow who thinks that table manners are silly? You see what I mean about putting your best foot forward? Table manners are important because people judge many things about you just by the way you eat.
All right, maybe so, but it's all so complicated.
Is it? Look, there's nobody here. Let's try it out.
What do you mean?
Come on. Besides, that supper party sounds good. If we know what to do, I think we'll want to go.
Well...
Look sharp now. There. There is a place setting properly arranged.
It looks all right, but what am I supposed to do? That's the question.
Well, what would you do if you sat down to dinner and found 3 forks, like this?
I'd probably end up with one left over and wonder what I did wrong.
Not if you remember one simple rule. Always use silverware from the outside in. So, starting from the outside, use this for your salad, this for your main course, and this...
Why, that one must be for the dessert.
You see? It's easy.
But there's something funny here. Doesn't the butter knife belong here?
Well, the book says either place. And speaking of the book, it wouldn't hurt you to use one sometime and check up on any points that you're not sure of.
Sure, we have some books in school, but I'll have to be careful who sees me reading it.
Don't worry, you can manage that. And now to use these things. Let's have some food. Say, it's too bad you've just eaten.
Yeah.
Excuse me. things will be easier if you'll remember that in eating, there are 3 kinds of food. Finger foods, fork foods, and spoon foods. Now, clean dry foods, bread is one of them, are finger foods. But when you have something that's messy or sticky, you better use a fork.
Yeah, like a cream puff?
That's the idea. Now, fork foods include meats, potatoes, vegetables, salads, and many others. There's a right way to hold a fork, and this is it. Don't put onto your fork any more than 1 mouthful of food. Oh yes, after you've placed food on your fork, if you decide to talk, lay it down until you're ready to eat. It looks better. And this is the way to park a fork, after you've used it.
Not propped up on the edge of the plate, huh?
That's the idea. Here, now you try it.
Okay.
Now with some fork foods, we need a knife. Let's see how you use it.
The folks say I do it wrong.
Hey, that's not only the wrong way, it's the hard way. Here, try this. Put the ends of both the handles in the palms of your hands, like that. Hold the meat with your fork and cut the meat. Don't tear it apart.
Say, this is better.
You see? Good table manners are just common sense.
Is that right?
Yes, that's the way most people in America handle their knife and fork. We don't have to worry with the European method. But now, after you've finished eating...
I have.
You place your knife and fork this way, to show that you have finished.
But what about spoon foods?
Oh, yes. All right. How do you manage soup?
Hi, you don't fool me on this one. You never tip the bowl, and you dip the soup away from you. Not too much in the spoon, and you eat from the side of the spoon.
Precisely. And now, would you care for some turnips?
Oh, the turnips. You know I can't bear... no thank you.
That's the idea, Chuck. Courtesy, consideration for others, common sense. That's what table manners are.
You mean that's all there is to table manners, just what we've talked about?
Oh, no. But you already know a great deal. And you can learn still more by watching Mother and Dad and other people who have good manners. But the main thing is...
The main thing is to practice at home so that table manners will come naturally and I won't have to think about them when I'm out.
You can't miss. Oh, let's stew the dishes.
Mother should see that.
Well, Chuck, are we going to that party?
Sure we are. We are?
That's right, Chuck. We are going to the party. You can't see me any longer, but remember, I'm the fellow you're going to be. So I'm interested in seeing that you always make a good impression. This really isn't hard, is it? You know what to do. That's right. Ladies first into the dining room. And now what? Right again. Find your place and remain standing.
Were you in science when the white mice got loose?
Oh, I remember that.
You see, Chuck, it's easy to do the right thing if you remember courtesy, consideration of others, and common sense.
You didn't have to get up from the table.
They were about this small, but
Oh, it was good.
And also remember, you're here not to see how much or how fast you can eat, but to have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, our boy is doing all right. Don't you think so? Don't you think you can do the same?
And there it is. Good table manners. I hope all our contestants learned something from it, the contestants who still remain, because we've prepared a Valentine's Day feast for this merry February occasion. So, if you wouldn't mind, bachelorettes, please come back in. Amelie and Brunhilde, take a seat there, I guess, and I will introduce you to our Valentine's repast here. What is the one thing you think of on Valentine's Day, Ogrot?
Ogrot, think of many organs, but heart is what most comes to mind.
Heart? What about you, Amelie?
Vengeance.
Vengeance is important too, but what organ of the body motivates vengeance if not the heart? And so yes indeed, we have heart prepared here, some beef heart. If you'd like to get the recipe, you can refer to episode 3, The Wizard of Jaws, in which we explored that subject in depth. And you can't just have one thing on your plate, right? You gotta have some appetizers and things, something to add on, right?
Well, you've got some knives and a fork there. Those are other things.
Those are other things, but I'm going to add a little bit more. What goes with heart better than more heart? Here we have some chicken hearts prepared in a similar manner. Just add some of that on there. There we go. Wonderful. Give it a nice display there. And oh wait, before you dig in there, another important part of romance, as perpetuated by the greeting card industry, is the sale of large quantities of chocolate. Right? Am I right? There we go.
Is that hot chocolate?
It's hot fudge, in fact, yes.
Vengeance chocolate.
To really lock in the passion and the sweetness of the day. There we are. And one final ingredient. You have to have the most iconic of Valentine's Day candies. The sugar hearts to add to our real heart. Get some extra semi-sweetness in there. Ah, there we go.
Delicious.
So,
I can't wait.
Bon appetit, you contestants. May your meal be refreshing. May your conversation be likewise. Enjoy.
Rations. So is this like a typical Valentine's Day for you, Ogrot?
Gauntly and I do something similar last year, except instead of heart, it was leg.
Oh, okay. What's the relation between a leg and Valentine's Day?
You gotta kick out your leg if you wanna get hitched.
Yeah, that's clever. I like it.
So, what's your take on the food there? So, is that a yes or a no? You didn't. Not your style. Oh my. Our second elimination seems to have been self-enforced.
Some people just can't handle the deliciousness.
So, but you like it, right?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. So it reeks of love.
So it looks like our winner's been decided already. What do you have to say, Ogrot?
The process of elimination is a strong process.
That's what I like to hear.
And so, I wish you all the best, contestant Amelie,
right.
and our bachelor,
Happy Valentine's Day,
Crypt dweller Ogrot, as you ride off into the sunset and your life of wedded bliss, autumn bubbling off into the horizon. Take a bow, everybody, and thank you all for joining at home here on Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. Congratulations to our first victorious bachelorette here on A Bachelor. Good night, everybody.
Young Johnny Steele has an Oldsmobile. He loves a dear little girl. She is the queen of his gas machine. She has his heart in a whirl. Now when they go for a spin, you know she tries to learn the auto. So he lets her steer while he gets her ear and whispers soft and low, "Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile bubbling, you and son, he still has an Oldsmobile. He loves a dear little girl. And a girl. She is the queen of his gas machine. She has his heart in a whirl. Now when they go for a spin, you know, she tries to learn the art or so. She lets her steer while he gets her ear and whispers soft and low. Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile, you and I. Through the church we'll slip his feet. Hey. Then our wedding bells will ring. You can go as far as you like with me in my merry Oldsmobile.
Okay. I pronounce you man and wife. Come on, go to it. No biting in the clutches there.
In my merry Oldsmobile.
Ogrot claws, Ogrot claws, Ogrot for president. Ogrot.